Before we start today's video, I want to share with you two more picks from Dossier. This is a brand that I've been sharing with you for almost 2 years now. They're an awesome brand that takes well-known and popular fragrances and recreates them for a more realistic price. And they do it so well, a lot of the fragrances are practically identical. It's really awesome. This month, I decided to celebrate my 8-year wedding anniversary with his and her fragrances. We have the Musky Oak Moss and Fruity Oak Moss based on Aventus and Aventus for Her from Creed. I think really both were fantastic choices. Aventus is one of my personal favorites, and giving her the other is another example of how great a gift one of these fragrances really are. I also want to remind you too that if you want to check these out in person and see if you like them, see if you want to check them out, you can find them in Walmart stores now. You can actually check their site for the nearest one to you, so keep that in mind. You can find a few of their fragrances in store, but of course you can find all of them on their site. I highly recommend you check that up. A link will be in the description. Check out Dossier, pick up a fragrance that smells great and is at an even greater price. Now though, on to today's episode. Coming across my desk today is a new product from the Groomed Man Co. This product has actually been in the works for now like 5 years or something like that. It's been absolutely forever, but I've really been looking forward to this one. I've really been looking forward to it ever since they announced that they were making a hair product. I'm a big fan of their cleansers. I've talked about that a lot in the past, so I'm very interested in seeing where they go with their debut hair product, especially when you consider it's like half a decade at this point in the making that it's finally come out. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. That's 1 minute for every year that this product took to come out. I'm going to give it a full test. I'm going to give you guys a full look. And spoiler alert, at the end of this video, you are going to have the chance to win a jar for free. So make sure you stick around that for sure. But is this stuff even worth winning? Let's find out. According to the brand, the new styling clay from the Groomed Man Co. is the perfect solution for a versatile and effortless hairstyle. They say their soft matte finish clay offers a buildable firm hold while feeling lightweight and natural. They also say this offers versatile styling options with all hair types and hairstyles. Officially, they label this a firm hold with matte finish, and it comes with a price tag of $40 Australian, which is about $26 US as of right now, but that can vary based on conversion rates. Moving over to the scent now. On this one, this is actually the same scent as their shampoo, which I love. I'm a big fan of their cleansers. Like I said, their scent here, I believe they describe it as kind of like a citrus, citrus woods, tree moss, black pepper, vetiver, clary sage, I think it is, and basil. It's fresh, it's woodsy. You know, my nose is kind of messed up anyway, but I kind of get this. It's not a typical scent. That's something I really like about it. It's not a generic scent. It's kind of fresh. It's kind of woodsy. It's got a bunch of different things going on in there. I think it smells great, and I'm really glad to see that they used it in the product. Moving over to the scoop now, though, taking a look inside the jar, I'm just going to toss this out there. I'm a bit obsessed with the consistency of this product. It's very specific. It's soft. It's creamy, but it's not like the usual stuff that we see here. This is every so often I get this consistency, and I love it every single time. It's soft, it's pillowy, but it's still dense. Like, it's still got some density there, but it's just very, very soft. I love the consistency. Of course, consistency is one thing, performance is absolutely another. So let's go ahead and check out the demo here. I will say too, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking it, how does this compare to Morris Motley's Treatment Styling Balm? Yes, I think it's a fair comparison. I think it's fair to ask about that. So I will discuss my thoughts on that at the end during my verdict. But first, let's see how this clay performs in the hair. And I'm going to start this section of the video by saying this test was one of those rare occurrences I've encountered over the years where I've started the test and then I didn't fully finish it. You see, what I did was I began styling on dry hair as I usually do, and I still want to show that to you here because I still think it's valuable to see because it gives an honest look of what I saw. But as I was using it, I just could not shake this feeling that I should be using this as a pre-styler. I mean, I just kept having this gut feeling that this would make a fantastic pre-styler, and it absolutely did. I mean, first off, I had to use about 4 small scoops in this style that I'm showing you right now. 4 small scoops here in dry hair. The pre-style test that I did, I only had to use 2 small scoops and a blow dryer. That's all I had to use, and when that was all done, my hunch was completely correct. This stuff feels very different in this capacity. I mean, it's got a lot more hold to start with. The clays. They're also a little more dominant when it dries out. It's not as soft and lightweight. It's also got a deeper matte finish, I think, and things are just a lot more usable for me in my long, thicker hair. To finish things up with it, I did add a little bit more product just to the sides to kind of slick them back, but I'm mostly left it alone just to see what this did as the day progressed. And this is what I got at the end of the day. Now, 8 hours in, we can see that there is some movement there. It's not terrible, but it's for sure got a little bit of movement there. I don't think the product totally lifted out or anything like that. It for sure has a lot of life left in it, I think, if I move it around and really take a close look at it. I also think, though, too, if my hair was cut shorter, it probably would not have lifted out quite as much. I do think it's kind of hair type specific and hairstyle specific in that regard. Moving over to the washout now, though, this one, very straightforward. Water rinse, came right out with water. Not much else to say there. It was just super easy. Going straight into the verdict now. I'm going to try to move this on along a little quicker because I have a lot to say on this. I'm fairly certain I'm not hitting the 5-minute timer on this one. But first, I would like to say this was definitely worth the wait. I think they really took their time and crafted something very cool here for certain people and certain hair types. I want to make sure I say that. For longer styles and thicker styles, you know, something like what I'm doing right now, I think that using this by itself did lead to some holes in the hold strength and usability. But as a pre-styler, though, I think this was a completely different story. I think this is one hell of a pre-styler, and it works exceptionally well in that capacity. At the same time, too, if you have finer hair or even thicker hair, but it's just cut a little shorter even than what I have now, various different lengths, this, I think, is going to be your new best friend because it's not going to weigh it down. It's not going to suffocate it. It's very lightweight. It's very creamy. It's easy to apply, and you don't need a ton of it to really get the effect out of it. For people with longer hair, or the combination of longer and thicker hair, that's where I think things kind of vary with it as far as the hold strength and usability. But using it as a pre-styler seemed to remedy that, so it's kind of up to you to decide at that point. Using it as both a pre and post-styler for me has very different outcomes. I think through those lanes, though, you can service most people and most hair types, which is always good to see. Now, though, compared to the famous treatment styling balm from Morris Motley, I'd like to say first, in the past, I have been very much standoffish on comparisons, and for the most part, I really haven't changed my mind personally on that. I still think they don't usually give a fully accurate view of the performance of products, but I will concede that I could have been more open to the discussion, and I haven't always been that. So I'm going to try to make an effort going forward to do that. And in this case, I think it's very easy to describe and very fair. I decided to make it super easy, though. I looked at both of them. I still have a jar of it. I went back and looked, and this is what I think. I think it's very easy to describe. Morris Motley is thicker. It's got more presentable hold, and it provides more structure in the hair. This, from the Groomed Man Co, is creamier, it's smoother, it's lighter in the hold compared to the treatment styling balm. And that's pretty much it. I think it's just got very separate lanes when you really get down and look at it. I think it just kind of on its face looks a little similar, but when you really get down to the performance and usability, I do think it kind of splits off. And I think that's a good and accurate way to describe it. Lastly now, though, the Groomed Man Co was kind enough to give me a few extra jars to pass on to some of you that are watching this video right now. It's been quite a while since we did a giveaway, so I'm excited to give away some free stuff here. I'm going to do this the same exact way that I've done pretty much all my other giveaways. The rules are simple. You must be a subscriber, you must like this video, and you must comment where you are watching from in the comment section. I've got 3 jars. I've used this one, so I'm going to keep that for myself here, but I've got 3 unused jars to give away. I will choose 3 names at random. Anyone is welcome from anywhere in the world, and I will pick out 3 names completely at random, and I will contact you in the comment section if you are a winner, and I will send this out completely free. You got 1 week from today to get your entries in, and then I will contact the 3 people directly. In the meantime, too, if you would like to check out the new clay from the Groomed Man Co, you can find it on their site. It is a bit higher price. I'm sure some of you are noticing that as well, but I do think it's worth the price. I think it's got some great ingredients in it, and it's made really well. And for some of you, I think it will actually last you a good long time. If you want to save too on that shipping, if you're in the USA, you know, if you're in Australia, they offer free shipping if you're in Australia. For us in the United States, shipping from Australia to here can be a bit of a barrier, but if you want to save a little bit on their site, they actually have a 2-pack you can get. So you get a lot of product, and with that 2-pack, the shipping is free internationally. So it's a bit bit of a deal there you might check out if you're interested. That's it though for today. Thanks so much for checking this out with me. I know we went a little long, so thanks so much for checking this out with me. Make sure you do the big 3 for me: like, comment, and subscribe. Best of luck in the giveaway. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.